Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. It's Jewel. I have a couple of flip throughs to do today, and these are my design team project for Artymaze, and I've used several of her kits, but I also used her Blossom Rose collaboration kit, and she collaborated with Yvonne Preston for this kit. And it's a good size kit. And I just love the papers, and these are fashion themed. And I'm going to show you, I have a lot of antique and vintage fashion magazine pages incorporated into these two books that span over 100 years probably, maybe even longer, because of these they're very Victorian looking, I believe. And I used her female beauties. She has a female beauties set 1, set 2, and set 3. So I used some from all 3 of those sets. And then I used a couple other digis, and I'll point those out. But most everything in here are from the talented Artymaze shop. Okay, I want to show you these beautiful covers, and I made 2 books. They're not identical. The trims are different, and the drippings are different. And this one may have more pages in it. I have not really counted it. It seems thicker, but it could be because of some of the my flips and pockets and things in it. I don't know. They maybe didn't lay as flat, but this is a fabric cover, but it's a hardcover. And then but I also used, as you can see, this beautiful paper from the DigiKit, the Blossom Rose DigiKit. And I wrapped the front in this beautiful applique, and I've got one on each, and I actually folded it over. And these are actually big rose doilies. See the rose in the center? And I just thought they were so beautiful. I thought I could just wrap a book in that and it would look pretty, and I think it came out really nice. I'm very pleased with the cover. You can see we have a cameo here, and it's in those beautiful pink rose colors, and then the rose and sage green on here, which is in all of a lot of the papers from the kit. I have this pretty digital here on photo paper, and I've treated this. I sprayed it with a sealant so none of the colors would run if you'd got water on it, hopefully. And then a little glossy accent, some pearl, and it's popped up, and it's kind of done in a 3-dimensional look. And you can see I've got this lace down here, and on both of them, the covers are similar. This picture is a little larger than that picture. I don't know how that came to be, but that's how they printed. I thought they were both went well. So the same. Okay, so let's get in. So you can see it's got a lot of lace, lots of trims, and a fair amount of embellishment, but tremendous amount of writing room as well, because I wanted it to be able to be written in. Okay, so I'm going to have a seat as we flip through these, and all of the papers. Now, I actually printed this on watercolor paper because I love the texture of it, and I wanted it more of a muted than on my photo paper that I like to print on. Most of the digitals in here are on that photo paper, but I wanted that texture on the inside front cover. Okay, we have wax seal and some lace here. I'm going to do a tutorial on this and how I made this little pocket here, the window pocket, but you can see here's one of her digis from the kit behind the window, and this just opens up, and then I did do some embossing here, and then this flips out. I did do a label there, and then some little labels and some lace, and this is from her kit, and the little tab is as well. This is from, I believe, Milena Art Designs, and she had some of the fashion, the fashion women, I call it, I like this because of the hats. The hats spoke to me, and you'll see some of my antique digitals, or my antique magazine pages in here, lots of hats. So we've got this, and it's just held with a brad for more writing room. And then this I just have Velcroed shut right here, and then there's a large tag back here, and this is from Artymaze's Blossom. Yvonne, I should say, Artymaze and Yvonne's kit. Okay, let's flip. All the papers, like I said, are from that kit, so there are no other papers in here, except for my antique, you know, and my coffee stain papers and things like that, but all the digital papers. This is from one of the female beauties, and I just left two together to make a pocket here. I might have shrunk some of these down, and of course this one I blew up, so some are shrunk down, some are blown up, and some are just the way they print out. So I made a little booklet here. See all the hats? I love the hats. Okay, so we've got a little tablet here for more writing room. I did reinforce the spines and some of the papers with different types of tape. This is just masking tape here where I sewed it in to protect the fragileness of the, should I say the fragility of the paper, because it's so old. This is, I believe, from Milena Art Designs, this particular one, Glamour for Easter. And you can see the, like, patterns here. This is from the kit, and I decided to just print on the back side as well, and I have a lot of these little flips throughout. And I thought that it would be fun. You'll see them all the way through the book. Some are roses, some are from the Blossom kit, and some are from the Female Beauties kit. This is fabric, and I cut out this little dress out of this fabric I had, and you'll see some of those sewn throughout. And some trim, music manuscript paper. Here's another one of those little flips right here. And then I did print on both sides, and here we have, I used one of her digis as a pocket, and some pretty rose applique, rose and like a white gold applique. And I left her tags plain because I wanted, I knew it would get too bulky and too thick. The size of the books are, I think they're pretty much the same. Let me say, 7 3/4 long by 5.5, and a 1 3/4 inch spine. And let me check this one. 1 3/4 inch spine. This one's a little over 7.5, and pretty close to 5.5. Okay, so they're pretty much the same. So where were we? Okay, little applique. I did add a little key here and some pretty chiffon trim. Since I'm leaving the tags blank, I'm not doing a lot. I did do a little bit of embellishing on the pages, and you of course you can write right over this. This is just a stamping of a bustier and some music and stuff in the background. And then you can see I have quite a bit of pretty trims throughout. And I place them in different places because what I do is I want to see where they're going to lay at the bottom. So we have, you know, kind of layers. A little stenciling here and there. This is parchment writing paper. There are 4 signatures in each book. This is like a pattern design here. This is from the delineator. I think this was the late 1800s. And I also folded some and put them in pockets. Okay, this right here is just like a little door. And she had this little frame, and so I just cut it out and put put a print behind there, and I think that's from the Milena art design. And this tag as well up here, and did I glue it in? No, I couldn't have glued it in because I sewed that. And some sari trim. It's kind of a snug fit. She had a lot of these little postcards, and I just made a little pocket out of that one. One of her tickets. I should say their tickets, Yvonne and Artymaze's. And the paper. And this is, I think it's a facsimile of a vintage wallpaper. That's what it looks like to me. So it's neat because you can see the rose is over here, and then like the vintage wallpaper is over here. I kind of like that. And you can see I add some of my faux age tape at the bottom. And you'll see in a couple other, I could see where there might be coming a little tear. So this is a glycine bag that I coffee stained, and then just a little booklet. One of her prints. That's Milena Art Designs. I just clipped a doily over the edge of this dot grid paper here for if you want to move it through the book, write on it, write on both sides, and pop it back in your book. Another one of those small flips with the female beauties. Little trim. A little rosebud trim down here, and then some more chiffon. See how pretty that paper is? Used one of her larger postcards as a pocket here. All right, this is May 1932, and I forget which magazine this is. This is not a Delineators. This could be a McCall's. Oh, it is a Delineator. You can see how they changed in the 30 years. So, since this was sewed in, I wanted to just reinforce right there, and then this was getting a little tear, so I reinforced that. But I wanted to save the whole page so you could see it. Let me see, how do I have that folded? Yeah. Couple trims here. Two little glassine bags here, and her tickets, and you can move these through the book, write little notes on them. They're just fun. One of the envelopes the envelopes I have sewn in, I did some embellishing on. This one I did not, so you know, it's good to put stuff in it and whatever. So I just have it with one of the Tim Holtz little bowl nose clips, the mini bowl nose. I think that's what you call them. I'm not sure. Some lace. These lace holders, see the hats, and I've got a couple of them in each. They were actually from Digital Collage Club, and I did wrap a little lace around them for fun. You can use it somewhere in the book. I love this print here. That's the one that's here. This is a envelope flip. Did some little collaging on it with some antique music player piano paper, some stenciling, and some embossing, and a little pocket here with one of the postcards. And then I think I added a catalog. Yes, this is a Sears and Roebuck, and it's men's fashion. We can fit short and stout, tall and slim. So these are, I don't know how old this is. This is pretty old. I'm looking at the fashions, probably early 1900s, I'm thinking, maybe. that I probably acquired off of Etsy. This is from the delineator, but look at these beautiful hats, and it's in color. That's what I love about that. And you know, I should have scanned these. I have these magazines from eBay, and they're not cheap to get them in this good quality, and I feel like I should have scanned them, but I didn't. I just added them in here. Some antique style paper here, so there's plenty of room to write, you can see. Bag for storage, just a little stenciling, some trims. Just did a little bit of collaging here, and that's a wet embossed, and then this little fun little image. Used one of those lace holders as a pocket here, and then some of that soft mohair trim, eyelash trim. September 1900, January walking hats. Look at this, I just love it. Got a fun little enamel type 3D charm here. And then these are two, I've got double tags in here. I think they're both the postcards. And I have these little Chanel No. 5 perfume bottle charms off of each of those. Put those over there. In this pocket, this is from the Rose Kit. This one, and then another one of the lace holders with a pearl brad. I did a little, this big hat, I thought I'm just gonna hang a little tag off it. So that's what that's about. Fun parchment writing paper, another delineator magazine page. Got a pocket here if you want to add something. Another one of the dresses, fussy cut out of fabric and trim, and then in gold embossing powder I did the word couture. I had that stamp. Some trims. This is one of Artymaze's envelopes that I just did a little fun trim on, and some bling, and then a wax seal, and then you can also, I just stuck this in here, you can write in there, you can go ahead and glue up the sides and put notes in there and whatnot. A little fussy cut shoe out of fabric here. New Designs and Jackets, September 1900. And we come to the back cover. Now this one does not have a pocket in the front. This one does, so I'll quickly go through this one. It does have some items unique to this, very similar. I added the extra envelope in the front cover here, where I have a little fabric and trim pocket. Little bit different trims, as you can see. I fussy cut. She had a whole page of roses to fussy cut. I did use some in there, and I used some in here. And there again, pretty much the same. The double pages here, and the labels, except with different trims. So very similar. Velcro, large tag back there from the kit, and some rose-colored sari. Okay, we've got an embossed coffee stained envelope with some collaging here. That's one of her fussy cut roses. This just flips out. This is her paper here. And I made a tag, a large tag here out of the one of the female beauties prints. And then one of her postcards there. And I added one color of the delineator in each from one of my magazines. So this one is in this book, and the one with the hats is in the other. Same magazine, December 1900. I added the price tag to the dress here, fussy cut fabric dress. And in this pocket, I actually added 2 pages of fashion from the magazine Fashions for September 1900. I'm going to be very careful with this. They look like they're all skirts. And then these are chemises to be made with or without sleeves. All of this is from the Blossom Rose kit. Did one of my fabric collage strips here, and just made a double pocket for the middle here, and the perfume bottles that I have on the tabs of the one in this one I actually have on these tags, and added some pretty peachy pink chiffon trim on there. Sure, I'm in frame. There's the other part of that colored September 1900. This might be from a different magazine, actually. I don't know. I have a few of them. Got a pocket here. One of Artymaze's and Yvonne's digis, and then a postcard. This is just her little frame she had in there, and I just did another little pocket here, or a little door, I should say. These are all backed on card. That stamp, Couture. Another fashion magazine. Look at Tatting. Now that's something I want to learn to do. I've been really into embroidery, but I want to learn to tat. I just love them. I'd like to add them into my journals. Did some applique on the fabric ruffle here. This is from May 1932. Again, what I did is I got it so we could just flip it out where I did not have to cut the page. Same idea. I used I think this is one of Tim Holtz's die cuts. I'm not sure. And I just made a little pocket out of it, and I glued in the ticket. Oh well. So these little tickets are from Artymaze, and that one's getting down in there. So you can put little notes in here and move your tickets throughout, or just put little notes on them and keep them there. And you could see you can write right on there as well. I had die cut this frame on this, and I was going to use this on the cover, and I said, no, I don't really like the look of that, so I just added it in here. I decided to go with the other cover piece. Here's the booklet in this one. Here's some pretty rose trim. This must be the front cover page. I love the graphics. September 1900. Fashions of today. Another one of those, I don't know what you would call those. I just call it a, I don't know. It's like a charm, but not. I don't know. Glued it right on there. Got a little key here. There's a key in each. And there's two perfume bottles in each. And then both have the lace in the bag. Rose stenciling. Pretty trim. I did do a little, just a little trim on some of the pages. I just wanted there to be plenty of room to write, and if you wanted to create in it. Some pretty trim here. Stenciled here. The tabs came in the kit. Garnitures and accessories. Okay. Little embossing. This is an envelope. I actually had put some lace on the bottom. It's kind of getting in the way. Sewed a couple buttons on. There's some embossing, and then the wax seal again, and I left this loose. So you can glue it. It's writing parchment paper. Some of the fancy silks. Look at that. Quite a bit of applique in this one I'm looking at here. That's probably, I don't know, there might be more in this one than the other one. Most of the pockets and everything are sewn on. The trims are sewn on the edges, and yeah, copyright 1900 right there. Added a couple of tickets and then a little flower, one of those die-cut flowers. It can be moved through the book. I've just put them right in this little pocket here. A little embellishment there, some trim. This is a page from the kit, and I didn't put this one in the other one, but it's about the rose, the Klein Memorial Rose. Oh, I didn't sew around this one. Too late now. It's in. Didn't sew around my little shoe either. I kind of like the way that looked because you could see the outline when I sewed around the other one, the outline of it on the other side of the page. And the end. And again, I did the watercolor paper, printed on the watercolor paper. Okay, guys, so I'm not sure when these will be in my shop, but they will be. Actually, I think I might have missed a top-loading pocket in through here because there was a top-loading pocket on one of these. So that'll be a secret to whomever receives them. Okay, guys, thanks for watching, and I will link these beautiful kits below. So if you want to use them in your projects, you can know where to find them. Okay, guys, thanks for watching. Have a blessed day. Bye-bye.